Hello and welcome to another update video about Polkadot. So wow, Polkadot had quite a bit of a rally today. It broke through our resistance area here, which was a strong sign that we should be in some kind of a breakout. Yeah, and you can see after we broke above our resistance, it really started to rally. So hopefully that level helped you, because I did highlight that level yesterday, to establish, are we more bullish or are we at risk of breaking down here in this B wave? So let's talk about it again. What did we talk about? We talked about end of last week that this is a trade setup, a long trade setup. I think that was an epic one. We, by the way, had two really good long trade setups for Polkadot so far. We had one here where the price area was actually triggered twice, and then one here. And yeah, the question is now, is this still an overshooting B wave? And I have to be very clear to you, it can still be, but the fact that we moved down here in 5 instead of 3 actually make the overshooting B wave less likely. I now have to assume that we are actually already in a third wave. So let me just make that very clear. So we talked about my let's call it my previous primary was that yes, we are going to turn here, so in the end great entry point, and that we are probably now in a B wave, okay, and would eventually come down in C, but therefore, because obviously you never really know, you have to be strategic about it, I provided here a possible long trade setup. Now that long trade setup, looking back, I mean, that was an absolute smashing one. So the price is now rallied 25%. The thing is, you can now, if you entered here, move up your stop loss, and even if it's only below that last swing low at 628, yeah. But of course, that's up to you. At the moment, I still only see 3 up, so this is still, and I have to say it, at risk of being in a B wave. Yeah, would have to reconstruct it, but you can still theoretically be in a B wave here. It would then not be a 5-wave move down. You would have to be able to count it as a 3-wave move, which I'm sure we could get done. Yeah, we could, the way I see it just now, actually. We could say, I would need to look at it, but it is, it would be tricky. I would need to look at it, but either way, I just want to highlight this could still be an overshooting B wave. Yeah, just need to mention it. It's not my primary now anymore, of course. But until we break above 1.38 fib retracement, so above 759, this could still be a B wave. So all I mean here, watch that level. Yeah, if we see strong resistance there, then you know what it could mean, that we could still come down in a C wave afterwards. Above that, key fib resistance will be 835. But what is the new primary? The new primary would be that the wave 2 ended here. So I'm going to add here alternative 2, because it could still be that we come down. There's always an alternative. So this is the alternative. Primary is now that we are in this third wave that we already talked about, and that could take us to, so let's just measure that, wave 1 up, wave 2 down, to the 1.618 extension at the very least. Yeah, 1053 would be target here. If this is a third wave, yeah. And looking at the subwave structure, I mean, best I can tell would then be that this here was a 5-wave move up in a 1. So if we want to look at these subwaves, could say possibly this was a wave 1 of 3, maybe a very shallow wave 2, and that we're now in the wave 3 of 3. There should be a 4 and a 5 in the end, yeah. That's probably best I can tell now. Make that yellow as well, just to highlight this is sort of on the same, and then moved up in, let's see if we can get 5 in this move up. I think we can. A 1, 2. Okay, that looks quite similar to Bitcoin, doesn't it? Here on the, I mean, this is micro counting. Don't pay too much attention. Don't necessarily pay too much attention to it. I would have. It doesn't look really impulsive. I would have rather thought that this could be a 1-2 setup here, 1-2, Then this was, well, okay, possibly another 1-2 setup. I would really have difficulties to count this as a complete one, as a complete 1-2. I might prepare that for the next video. Yeah, I would really need to look into the subwaves. But for now, I think we could say, all right, maybe give it the benefit of the doubt. Then we had here a 1-2 setup. Here, this could be the third wave where we had a 1-2, could now be in the 3 of 3. So should really rally far higher in this more bullish scenario now as we broke out. And it's just important to keep an eye on that 758 level. But it seems to be really good. We've got the volume, you know, and it did break out above the wave 1 high. All the confirmations you normally need that you are in a third wave. But keep an eye on these levels. This could be next resistance. And what about structural resistance? So let's take a look. We've got here that I talked about that 758, 760 level. Well, that's pretty close to structural resistance as well. So you'll have a bit of a resistance area here, starting at that 758 level, going all the way up to, I would say, $8. So this is something to keep an eye on. Yeah, but after that, it should be quite free to rally all the way up to possibly here around 962. Then we've got that $10 level, which is just a psychological one, and just above that should be the wave 3 target. So if this is the wave 3, then it should without a problem go through all of these resistance areas highlighted. Okay, that's my update about Polkadot. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.